Hey, how's it going, everybody? Dave in Kentucky here for a shave. We're going to do a shootout of the band type razors, the Gillette Techmatic and the Schick Instamatic. Makes you think of the Kodak Instamatic if you are old enough to remember those. There's a slurp for you, Henry. HD shaves. Apparently, it is mind-boggling to him that people might want to drink while they're shaving. It's just a relaxing time for me, and I have some coffee when I do it. Anyway, we're going to continue with Friday Night Lights. That is getting a larger and larger donut hole there. And here's our razors. I've had the Gillette Techmatic, and mine is this is the one that spins the band and extends that band in this head. And mine happens to be an adjustable. It's set in the middle area. I'm probably going to extend this band today so that's a fresh part of it, because I want it to be fair to the Schick Instamatic, which is brand new in the packaging. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and see if we can peel this thing open and get it out now. Alright, so we have the cartridge there, and I'm hoping that it's in good shape. Got this from someone on the bay, obviously eBay, and it was from Louisiana, and it just looked a little rough. I couldn't tell if it had moisture had gotten in it, so we're going to hope that the blade is good. Let's set that aside. Comes out that's got instructions. We don't need instructions, do we? I'm pretty certain you just snap this thing in here. Let's see. I'm just going to stick it there. Oh, see? We don't need instructions. Alright, the blade looks good. Looks good. They look very, very similar. Design and everything. I don't know which came out first and who stole what from who. I'm going to leave this on the medium setting, I believe, simply because I want it to be fair. This one's not an adjustable. Alright, then we're going to extend this. Let's advance this band. And as I do that, the number on the back is moving. Spun it around 1, and we are on 4 instead of 5 now. Okay. Let's look at the instructions, just out of curiosity, right? Hold the load. Yeah, I showed it pushing up the top first, and then snapping it in place. Cartridge now attached. Number 1 in a black square can be seen in the window. Ain't no window. Oh, on the side there is. Yep, there's number 1 there. Okay. Then the window indicates shaving edge number 1 is in place. When you change it next, you'll see number 2 appear in the window. That makes sense. Alright, tells you don't try to turn the shaving edge backwards. Don't wind the lever until you need your new shave, so you can't go part way and then move it back again or anything. When you're through with the last edge, press down on the latch on the front of the razor, grasp the cartridge just above the latch, and pull out. And that's it. Then discard the plastic into a landfill near you. Alright, I have my badger brush soaking. Pretty sure this is just a 2-band badger from Maggards, and it's on the Trotter vein Quartz pour brush handle. Let's go ahead and start loading here. Our time is about 50 seconds. I've been loading heavy because trying to kill this one. Not that I haven't enjoyed it. It's been a nice scent, Friday Night Lights, and would Dave buy another one? Absolutely. Love the base, love the scent. Just have so many soaps, so it probably won't be purchased soon, but I wouldn't have any problem getting another tub of this. What's the scent, you ask? Good question. It's not what you're thinking as far as Friday Night Lights of football, but more or less a campfire and so forth. I forget what, and it doesn't say on here. I'd have to look it up. That would require work. It's early. Got a long Monday ahead of us. Yeah, there's been about a minute, even though I stopped and talked a minute. But, alright, let's go ahead and set that aside. So how are you all doing? What kind of shaves you been having? What have you been using? Have you ever used any of the band razors? I shave with the Techmatic by Gillette. Typically, I get a decent shave. I mean, it's not like wow. But you can get a decent shave. Obviously, the shave angle is something unusual and different. It feels like a cheap plastic razor because it's a cheap plastic razor. But an interesting piece of history. So I know Gillette's was used on the Apollo mission. As I think I mentioned, I don't know which one came out first, who copied who. If they both were aware of it and rushing to production, trying to beat the other. All right. So, I'm going to start with the Gillette. We'll do a right side with the Gillette, left side with the Schick. And try to keep them straight down below here. I don't know how long these were available, why they didn't catch on at the time. They certainly would not have continued today with all the plastic and would be thrown out. All right, on with the Schick, the other side. You just have a feeling like you're using a cartridge razor, which you are. Let me get a rinse here. Take a quick look at these again. They're so similar, but for some reason it felt a little different when I was using them. They look so identical. How could they not have been one copying off the other? Even the shape of the handles. You know, with the design on it. So similar. Seems to catch water in that cartridge and then drop it on you while you're shaving. Alright. Yeah, I think I got this for like, I saw it for $14.99. I thought, you know what, it's cheap enough, give it a shot. Probably what cartridge razors are going for nowadays. I did a quick look trying to find out. I think these were back in the 60s when they came out, and how long they were produced, I don't know. But when I was doing that, it pulled up some on eBay. Someone's got at least 10 of them for sale, brand new in the package like that for like $10. Yeah, it's an acceptable shave we're getting. I can tell it's not the closest though. They're not pulling or tugging or anything. They are cutting, just not very close. That could be user error, not holding the angle right because it's an awkward angle. Reminds me of the repeating razors that you have to hold more flat to the face. Alright, back to the Techmatic on the right side here, against the grain. Before I started shaving when I first got up, I was trying to wake up slow. Watched a video and I saw Scott shaving with peg leg. Did a head shave with a Rolls razor. You're nuts, buddy. But no blood. Did a good job. I've got to get my Rolls razor out now. I didn't want to do it, steal his thunder. He had just gotten his, was waiting for another one to come in to get another stone to be able to hone his. That's another one of those razors everyone has and they don't want to use because they feel like, oh man, this thing is sketchy, scary, or whatever. And then people use them, you know, and do well with them. So Dave's just got to put his big boy panties on and go ahead and do it. Scott commented, I told him, well, now it's time to take off the guard and use it. I've seen somebody do that, use it without the guard. And I only said that because you're like, oh, that wasn't a big deal. And he said that I don't think it made a big difference. And it might not, but more times than not, you think that guard's not doing much until you don't have that guard. So, no, against the grain, Dave. When I do these split face shaves, it's complicated for my old brain. Where am I at? No, up, Dave, against the grain. There is no fear of cutting yourself with these things. It's a matter of finding the cutting angle and holding it for it to do its job. Could have done a little better right here. No problem spot. And I don't think I hit there. There's a mustache as well, so. Interesting conclusion here. Let me put on a little bit my eucalyptino. check out this dry skin I get around my mouth, especially up on my eyebrows. I don't know what it is. That's for doctors, people smarter than me to figure out, right? Sometimes it bugs me. I want to look into it. And other times I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, look extremely similar. And you know what? I'm glad I advanced this Gillette to the next band, because let me hit the aftershave before I forget to. I'm going to go with Ghost Town Barber today, I think. It's like I got a spot coming up there just where I redid things with that Gillette. I'm glad I advanced the Gillette, because I'll be honest with you, I think I got a closer shave with the Schick Instamatic. And if I had not advanced the Gillette one, I would have thought, well, that blade was duller or something. This one actually was more comfortable to use to me than the Techmatic. I mean, are either of them enjoyable? No, they're kind of meh, you know, unexciting for the way we do our traditional shaving nowadays. But I definitely got a better shave with the Schick. Interesting conclusion. I would assume they'd be identical, but where are we at here? 21 minutes. I am so sorry. Anyway, and it just goes to show you, with a Schick shave, all you feel is good. You know, is it a huge difference? No, but I can tell there was a difference, and the Schick for me was closer. Could it be blade degradation over time on one versus the other? I don't know. Very similar razors. If you see one cheap, you want to pick it up just for nostalgia, or just for you know, kicks to try it out, yeah, go ahead and do it. They're not a wow shave, but it's a good shave. Dave in Kentucky, hope you have a good day out there. Be safe, be kind, and I'll see you on the forum.